Hello, everybody. It is I, Miss Alfred. Let's get going with Wednesday and Thursday. In case you haven't done Wednesday, we'll just review it, and then we'll do Thursday today as well, because today is Thursday. And then tomorrow I'll post Friday, okay? Key points. So the main author's point, what he or she wants to teach you, what is the most important thing he or she wants you to walk away with when you're reading a text. In this case, they give you an example of a nonfiction book, and it says leaf catylides. That's like this insect right here. Do you see that they circled its face? And this is part of its body. Leaf katydids look like green leaves to blend in with trees and plants. So this is an example of how they show you how the author supports that. This shows how the katydid hides right here. Its body looks like a leaf. You can just barely spot the head of the insect. So it's a way that protects itself, because what animal is going to walk by and really see that face, that rest of the body and everything? That's almost impossible to distinguish. So it's like they camouflage with trees, like they blend in. So your job is to look at this photograph right here. This right here is an actual insect. What does it look like to you? If you said stick, you're correct. That's what it looks like. This is a walking stick. Walking sticks look like twigs to hide from animals that might eat them. So again, like if there's a predator or some kind of like stick-eating bug walking by and they see this little stick figure right here, they'll probably think it's just part of the tree. So they might not think about it. That's a really cool like defense mechanism, if you ask me. That's a really cool way to defend yourself. How does this support the point? Write your answer here. So how do we know, is it too, okay, this is a good size. How does that photograph support, how animals protect themselves? As it says right here, the key point that some insects are good at hiding. Okay, how does that photograph give us any reason that animals are good at hiding, or insects are good at hiding? Well, because it's blending. The walking stick is blending with the branch, and it looks like part of the tree. You can barely see any head there. Every part of its body looks like a twig. Animals can't spot it. So if you don't know what to write, if you still are confused, just go back, rewind this video so you see what I wrote here. All right, let's move down to what you need to do for Wednesday. Directions. Number 1, read A Penny for Your Thoughts, which we already read, and you can go back to that video from Monday and Tuesday so that you can read Monday specifically. So you can reread it or listen to me read it, and if you can read it by yourself, even better. Read the author's point and write down 3 supporting reasons that the author states in this article, A Penny for Your Thoughts. Then complete the short answer response below. So guys, let me get this straight. I circled 1, I circled 2, and I circled 3. That means there are 3 things that you need to be doing. And the first thing you need to do right now is go back to A Penny for Your Thoughts, reread it by yourself if you can. If not, go back to my Monday video and listen to me read it again. All right? The second thing is you need to look at the author's point. Right here, it's spotted for you. Pennies should no longer be made. That's what the author is trying to teach you by writing this article that he wrote. He doesn't think pennies should be made anymore. What are some reasons that you can find, and you're going to need to go back to the text. Can we make this up? No, not at all. What are some reasons that you can find that the author gives you, that he writes? I'll help you find one reason, and then you find the rest. Some people think that pennies are lucky. Others think that they are just a bother. Today, you can't buy anything for a penny. Maybe that's one reason. Today, you can't buy anything for a penny. Did you see that I am not just skimming through it? No. I'm starting from the very beginning to find my 3 reasons why he thinks that they shouldn't make pennies anymore. So I think he thinks that number 1, today you can't buy anything for a penny. So why have a penny? So if I have my reason here, I go back to my chart right here. I write paragraph 1. You can't buy anything for a penny anymore. That's it. Then you go back to the text, find another reason, then another reason. You need 2 more reasons aside from mine. All right? So again, if you need to go back to mine, you can always rewind this video. I'm going to move down. Now it says you need to write a little paragraph here of your own. Choose one supporting reason from the text. Explain how the reason supports the point that pennies should no longer be made. So just choose one of these reasons, just one. Okay? It says here, 1. And just like we did up here, remember when I wrote a little small paragraph, kind of like this? You will write that small paragraph here, but not about walking sticks or leaf insects. You will write it about one of these reasons that you chose. Why does one of these reasons support that pennies should no longer be made? Okay? Now, moving on to Thursday. We've known text features for a long time. We've talked about text features a lot, right? We use text features to help us learn even more information. So you might be reading about different things, and when you see things like maps or captions or diagrams or photographs, all those features help you understand whatever it is the author wants you to understand and learn. So we're going to make sure that we practice this today, okay? So I apologize if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. Iditarod dogs? Let's just hope one of those ways. The Iditarod dog is a dog sled race held every year in Alaska, United States. And we can see from this map right here that Alaska, right here, Alaska is right up here, up here. See that little globe here? It's north United States. It's always really cold too. So it's a race. I want to highlight this because it's a race, and that's important to know, and where it is. For 1,049 miles, the teams travel in the cold and wind. They race day and night. Oh my God. It's like my surprised or shocked face. Each team has 12 to 16 dogs. They are very well trained and have different jobs. The dogs have different jobs. Hold on one second. Don't know what's happening here. Okay, have different jobs. There we go. Each team has 1 or 2 lead dogs. So in the picture that we see here, it only has 1 lead dog, what I see here. Each team has 1 or 2 lead dogs. They must be fast and smart. They need to keep the team on the trail because they're the first ones and they lead. They are at the front of the group and take charge of the team. So that's why they're the lead dogs. Lead dogs mean that they are at the front of the group and take charge of the team. Super awesome how we see a diagram of all the different dogs. I've seen movies with sledding before, like sled dogs, but I've never really known that they had different teams or different kinds of jobs. That's awesome. All right, so if you need to go back to my annotations, you can rewind it. But for now, I'm going to move to this page, so I'm going to erase all of that because I want to kind of like maybe move me to this side and then see this. Next are two swing dogs. They make sure all the dogs follow as the team makes turns. Oh, so cool. So these swing dogs down here, they make sure, so I'm going to highlight this. Oh, sorry for my really bad aim. Swing dogs. They make sure all the dogs follow as the team makes turns. So they're very important for when the team, when the leads and the lead dogs turn left or turn right. Interesting. 6 team dogs are in the middle and they give the team power to pull the sled. So these are the team dogs right here. So team dogs, they give the team power because there's 6 dogs. So if there's 6 dogs, they have a lot of dogs to push, 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 and keep pulling that sled. Right. At the very back, in the front of the sled, are 2 wheel dogs right here. They are the largest and strongest in the group. Ooh, interesting. Largest and strongest in the group. They get the sled moving. So because they're directly tied to the sled, they have to be the strongest because they really pull the sled. They have to be calm because the sled often bumps into them. Poor dogs. Oh my God. That kind of makes me sad, guys. Not gonna lie. I also wonder, I'm gonna add another, hold on, I need to make this better. I also wonder if they get injured because of this a lot. So that's my question. Do they get injured a lot because of this? Each dog does an important job. Together, they get the team to the end of the race. So I guess you can't race without lead dogs, swing dogs, team dogs, and wheel dogs to help you get to the end of the race. And we're going to go back down here where it says, is it important to read this text feature right here? There is a photograph and there is a caption to explain this photograph. Is that important to read? Yes, every single time. Every single time. Sometimes I get kids ask me, do I have to read this part because it doesn't look like a paragraph, it doesn't look like a sentence? Yes, you do, because everything the author includes is to teach you something. So, did you know Iditarod dogs need to wear booties on their feet during the race because the average temperature is 25 degrees Fahrenheit? I've lived in 25 degree Fahrenheit in New Jersey, and it is bitterly cold. So as they race, they have to wear booties because it's so, so cold. And remember that they race day and night. So imagine day and night on your paws. It probably freezes. So it's important for them to protect themselves too. So your job today is to answer questions 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right? If you do need to go back to the text to read it again, I encourage you to do so. And I expect you that when you're trying to find the answer, you will verify back on the text that that is the answer. You won't make it up. You won't take a guess. Okay? I'm proud of you guys. Keep working. I miss you so, so much. I wish I could see you. Stay safe at home. Bye-bye.